He saves my soul. He makes me glad when I am sad. So you ought to be glad to go to the house of the Lord. You can't find help in the world. Thank God for the doctors and the hospitals and all that. But you can't find healing in them. They can doctor you, Brother Jonathan, but they can't heal you. I'm serving one tonight. Buddy, he can heal you from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And if you don't believe that, go back and read about old Job had the bulls. And buddy, that old boy, he was in misery. But I tell you what he did. He trusted the Lord. He might have had to got down on his knees, and he might have had to fast it and prayed for a little while. People forgot how to do that, Brother Jonathan. They forgot the old way. They forgot the old path. And buddy, I tell you what you do. You get in enough trouble. I see people get in trouble, and then they want to go to the house of the Lord. Don't wait till you get in trouble. Go to the house of the Lord. You might stay out of a lot of trouble. Let's go on just a little bit further. For there are set thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. They shall prosper that love thee. How many really prays for Jerusalem? Oh, we just take it for granted, don't we? We need to pray. That's what he said to do right here. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Peace be within thy walls and prosperity within thy palaces. For my brethren and companions' sakes, I will now say, peace be within thee. Because of the house of the Lord our God, I will seek thy good. God wants to bless. God, all he's ever wanted to do is bless. Have a people he could bless. But the Bible said, he said, I would have fed them with the finest of wheat and honey right out of the rock, Brother Jonathan. But they'd have none of me. People today don't want to go to the house of the Lord. They'd rather find something else to please the flesh. But if you sow to the flesh, you'll reap to the flesh, the Bible teaches. We preached last night about the Spirit, the fruits of the Spirit, Brother Mike Tolliver. And we appreciate her deacon, his wife, and son coming this way. They was glad to come to the house of the Lord. I'm still thankful we got a few people that's glad to serve God, to worship him. The Bible said that God's a spirit, seeking them that will worship him in spirit and in truth. Look around you today. Look around at the trouble that's in the world. The Bible said it would be like in the days of Noah, Brother Jonathan. Be just like it. People be giving in marriage and doing this and doing that. And we think about it, people just ain't got time. They won't take time. They've got time, but they won't take time and that for the Lord. And we wonder, they wonder, well, why am I in such trouble? Why am my family not being saved? Why am I not prospering? Why am I not being blessed? What did it say right here? Peace be within thy walls and prosperity within thy palaces. If you want peace and you want joy and love, the fruits of the Spirit, try going to the house of the Lord. Be glad when somebody invites you to go to the house of the Lord, Brother Jonathan. When somebody invites you to come down to Kiwi, you ought to be glad. You ought to come on down this way because the Lord is in this place. Just as short we're standing here tonight, but he owns it all. The Bible said he owns the cattle and that up on the 1,000 hills, but he also owns the hills tonight. Why ain't people glad no more? Before we started tonight, Brother Jonathan said, the joy of the Lord is your strength. You won't find joy unless you go to the house of the Lord. If you don't serve God faithfully and obediently, you ain't going to have no joy, and then you're not going to have no strength. The enemy's going to come at you every direction he can, Brother Jonathan. He certainly will. I'm going to sum it on up in Psalms 23. The Lord's got everything you need tonight. Psalmist David said in Psalms 23, the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley, oh Lord, listen to this, through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. We got people today scared to death. Somebody's going to kill them. But if you're prayed up and you're ready to go, it'll be a blessing tonight. Winner either way. Winner either way. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. When's the last time your cup runned over? Some of you, I tell you what, if your cup runned over, I tell you what that would do. Somebody would get a little sip of that, Brother Mike Tolliver. But what's wrong today? We want to come in, we want to get a little crumb, and we want to go back to the house or go back out to the worldly thing. We're